Hello everybody and welcome to the NTT IndyCar Series for the 2021 rounds 3 and 4 of the season, coming to you from the Texas Motor Speedway. We've got 2 races coming up for you across the next 2 days here on YouTube. Today we will take you through the first race at Texas that happened on Saturday a couple of weeks back. Tomorrow we will have all of the action from race 2 before bringing you the GMR Grand Prix as well. It was a very exciting race as well on Saturday. Qualifying got cancelled after rainstorm interfered. They had a practice session in the dry, but qualifying was cancelled, which means that the grid was set up with the championship points. So Alex Palou starts on pole position. Let's take a look back then at the highlights. The command is given to start the engines for the third round of the NTT IndyCar Data Series here at Texas Motor Speedway. Qualifying was cancelled due to a damp track, meaning that we go on championship positions, and this is your starting grid. Apologies for the graphics, we're hoping to fix those mid-race as well. At the current moment, this is the best we've got. So, this is the starting grid. Championship order, remember, which gives us Alex Palou on pole position, followed by Will Power, Scott Dixon, Colton Herta, then Simon Pagenaud, Jack Harvey, Sebastian Bourdais, Venus VK, alongside Marcus Ericsson, Joseph Newgarden, Pato O'Ward, Takuma Sato, Graham Rahal, Pietro Fittipaldi make his debut in place of Romain Grosjean. Then it's followed by Scott McLaughlin, Alexander Rossi. Then we get Ed Carpenter, Felix Rosenquist, Ed Jones, James Hinchcliffe, Ryan Hunter-Reay, alongside Dalton Kellett, Tony Kanaan, and last on the grid is Connor Daly. The cars are out on the track. We're getting ready for the green flag. Here we go then, we are coming to the green flag to start the action for the first time in 2021 IndyCar visits an oval. Are you ready? Are you steady? 200 laps coming to the green. Alex Palou on pole position. Green flags in the air and the Genesis 300 is underway. Down towards turn 1. Are they all going to get through cleanly? Yes, they are. Alex Palou leads from Will Power as they scourge round now. Downhill once again, all trying to get through cleanly at the moment. Genesis 300, 212 laps. Scott Dixon going high side, trying to get through. Mid-pack as well. Simon Pagenaud under pressure. He's got Dalton Kellett and Venus VK right behind his trumpet as well. 1 lap already down. It's lap 2 of 212. They blast past here at Indy so quickly. Great start at the moment from everybody. A clean start, which is the great news as well. Alex Palou, Scott Dixon, Will Power, Colton Herta, Jack Harvey. Top 5 at the moment. Cars going left and right. Round turn 3 into turn 4 once again. Green flag is out. The race is underway. And already Dixon trying to go around the outside. Dixon won here about 9 months ago as well when the season started back in June, and now he goes to the lead at the front on lap 3. Dixon leads already to Alex Palou. He's now got Will Power just behind him. Power trying to look round the outside, or desperately trying to find some place through. But 3 and 12 already. Now the cars begin to pack down. It's a quick lap here. 24.38 seconds as well to complete a lap. Power, Pagenaud on the back of Jack Harvey as well. A clean, good start from everybody here at Indy for the Genesis 300. And already as well, Power having to go down to the low side, trying to protect from Colton Herta. Herta's trying to come uphill a lot more. Nice start from everyone, a clean start, which was absolutely fantastic. Apologies for the live timing. We're trying to get that fixed as well. But right now, Herta leads the race. Good start from everybody so far. Lap 10 of 222. Dixon leads by about 1/10 of a second to Palou as well. Now starting lap 11. And Palou, Power, Herta already constantly switching up positions, constantly battling as well out there. And looking here as well in the previous couple of races we've had here as well. Remember, for Scott Dixon, qualified second last year, took the victory. Exactly the same situation this year for the Genesis 300, and it's happening once again. Dixon in the lead at the moment, 215 miles an hour, but Palou is at 216 miles an hour. Much faster, much quicker trying. Lap 12 of 212. We've got 200 laps to go here. Oh, Rosenquist getting high coming out of turn 3, and he just went sideways down the track. Didn't spin out, though, on lap 15 of 2-1-12, but still, he's put him down a position or two. So, Rosenquist in trouble, and he has got, if I can see my monitor, he's got Tony Kanaan just behind him. Kanaan back in the championship. Kanaan topped the practice session running and 220.173 miles an hour. The only running these guys have had all day on the test. And they've been going quite quick up there. Alex Palou, though, continuing to close down on Scott Dixon. Dixon started third, already up into the lead of this race. Palou's down a position or two as well at the moment, but still very good. 16 laps complete already. Replay, this is what happened. Rosenquist went too high at turn 2 and 3, and it just pulled him off through 1 into 2. He's almost on the NASCAR style of the track. Just pulled him off, and that was the issue out there. Not good at all. Lap 18 of this race at the moment. Scott Dixon leading the way from Alex Palou in second position. Will Power is in third at the moment. They're still running around this track. Absolutely aggressive like anything out there. Coming out of turn 4 already. Crossing the control line. Dixon leading Palou. It's now lap 19. I'm going to call them out as well so that we can manually change the graphics on the screen. Already they're having a bit of trouble coming around there. There's Felix Rosenquist under pressure with Tony Kanaan just behind him. At the moment, having a bit of a situation to keep out there. Lap 20 just started. Dixon leading Palou. See, we've only been going around about 8 minutes, and we're already 20 laps in. This race goes incredibly quick. It's one of the scariest races on the calendar as well, in order to keep constant attack on, especially that turn 1 with the NASCAR strip of tarmac at the top of the track as well. It is horrible to keep a constant line through here. Riding with Alex Palou, coming out of the last couple of corners. Lap 21 has started. Dixon leads. Now, they have been complaining, and there's a few raindrops out here. A few raindrops on the front of Alex Palou's car, I can see. Now, we have had rain around, and there is a chance of it as well. I'm watching the onboard, same as you, up here in the commentary box. And right now as well, looking at there is 89% chance of rain in this race. So we could see that dreaded red flag get called if there is any sign of lightning or any sign of water on the track. The race will get stopped and we will have to wait. This is the first, though, as we start lap 22 a while ago. Now coming up then as well, still racing out there on the track. It's now lap 23 of the race. And Dixon leading by just 0.4 of a second to Alex Palou. If you are watching and wondering why the graphics are wrong, and also the graphic is a different one, our main graphic servers have gone down, and as you can see, we will have our backup ones operational, but I'm being told in about 10 minutes we'll have our main graphics back up, which is great news. Won't be 10 minutes for you, of course. Lap 24 of this race coming up. On board with Ryan Hunter-Ray, racing around the track at the moment. Looking good here so far. Oh, and there is weather circulating in the area here. And if that rain does come before the half distance, that's really going to start affecting everything out there. So keep an eye out if that rain does come. It's lap 27 of 212. Watch out for the rain. It could play a big factor in this race. 172 laps to go of this race. Now 171. You can see we've got our normal graphics restored up here in the commentary box, which is delighting me, and it's surely delighting you as well back home. And this is what is happening right now then, as Dixon leads the way from Alex Palou, Will Power, Colton Herter, Jack Harvey, Simon Pagino, all out there already, all pushing a lot. Now, if that rain does come down, the cutoff is 106 laps into this race. race. It's currently lap 42 of this race with 170 to go. So we know that they have got to get to lap 106 before that is half distance of this race, and after that as well, it can then be declared a race result. We've only been racing for 17 minutes, and we're already 42 laps in. This is what I mean, is that they come thick and fast here on ovals, especially when the last lap time as well, 24.567 seconds as well. It's really close. It's really good stuff here at the moment. 169 to go. We're watching as well as Felix Rosenquist tries to come up behind as well on Ryan Hunter-Reay. Tony Kanaan involved too. Nice cup of tea already been put into the commentary box. It's 27 minutes past 12 in the UK at the moment, where we're broadcasting this from as well and recording it so you can see the highlights as well. The first of 2 races in a 24-hour period as well, which is going to be wild. So I've put a coat on and a different jumper that I can wear on both days, just to keep continuity for you back home across the 2 races as well. Everyone out there at the moment just racing around. 167 to go. And Dixon as well. Are they going to start coming into pressure? Nobody at the moment's pitted just yet. Everyone's remained down on the track. It's surprising me, actually. It's surprising some of the analysts as well, who assumed that they would come back into the pit lane as well, just to change over at least a couple of accessibility, I should say, as well. But no, everyone seen at the moment seems to be at least happy and content about where they're going to be at the moment. But good racing, good action so far. For this round of the championship, our monitor's gone blank up here in the commentary box, which is great news as NBCSN return. But Dixon leads from Palou at the moment with 1:66 to go. Pit stops now in. Graham Rahal is into the pit lane as well. Good pit stop. He's taken off the red alternates. He's put on the black primary tyres as well. And right now, Scott Dixon's caught up behind as well. Some back markers meantime as well. Palou's right behind, ready to run as well. And Dixon's got to be careful here because Palou only running 0.3 of a second behind on an oval. It's very close racing. Ed Carpenter coming into pit road as well. Rahal's right in the middle. Graham Rahal now holding up less of the traffic as well. Ryan Hunter-Reay in trouble. Simon Pagino Sato comes into the pit lane. They're all starting to bunch up now out there on the track. Several cars missing from the track, and there they go. And they're all now going for it as now we see under pressure as well. Dalton Kellett trying to be passed and lapped, including Connor Daly out there as well. Daly's just behind Hinchcliffe and Hunter-Reay. It's all getting chaotic out now. 4 abreast as Hunter-Reay goes low. Power pits, Ericsson, O'Ward pits, Pagino, Sato, Hunter-Reay and Daly all coming into the pit lane. That releases Scott Dixon further into this session, which I suppose is A, great news, and B, okay news. Palou goes through as well, getting through. Green so far, no need for the full caution. Pagino gets a good stop at the exit. Saying that, we got a caution. Caution's out. Why? I'm not sure just yet, but yellow across the entire track on my monitor. There's the confirmation of the caution. Power gets out. Oh, big accident. The 14 heavy into the wall coming out of turn number 2, I believe. And that is a horrific accident for Sebastian Bourdais. And that has brought out the full course caution on lap 57 of 212. And he's okay, which is great news immediately to say that as well. 156 laps to go. Lap 57 of 212. He's getting out of the car. Rear wing is gone. Right front's broken. Rear left's broke as well. He's had a horrible swing into the wall, hasn't he? Backwards, probably. And Scott Dixon will now get a free pit stop with Palou as well. Pits are closed, we're being told, so they won't be coming in just yet. Pit entrance is closed. Let's take a look then on board. Coming through. Oh, he got a tap. And Bourdais got a tap from Joseph Newgarden on the back into turn 3. And bang into the back of the wall. Knocks off the rear wing into the safer barrier. And Newgarden might get a penalty for that one, actually, because that was quite an aggressive hit. Caution out then. With 155 to go, Sebastian Bourdais out of the race. I'm delighted to say he is okay, but a scary accident already. Riding with Newgarden now. through one, into turn 2 at the exit, just nerfs into the back of him. And bang into the wall. Newgarden might get a penalty for that one. Caution out then, 25 minutes into this race. It's already lap 57. It goes quite quickly here. But caution's out for the first time tonight. Caution out then. It's lap 58. Cars are going to come down pit road with amazing succession as well. The pit is open. They can come in this lap. The pace car is leading them around turn 4 now. I think Dixon is staying out on the track. So nobody at the moment wants to go in. To the exit of turn 2, where Sebastian Bourdais is going off. We've got the driver tracker now up here in the commentary box as well. It is the exit of turn 2 when he went off. And such a bad thing for Sebastian Bourdais as well. Didn't race here last year, but in 2019, he started 3rd, finished 8th as well, which is never good. He hasn't had a great record here, has Bourdais, in his career, which is understandable, but yeah, not great, unfortunately, for Sebastian Bourdais. First race back in 2013, started 15th, finished 20th, 2014, 18th and 20th, 15, 18th and 14th, so he's improved there. 2016, 18th and 10th, didn't race here in 17. 2018, started 5th, finished 8th. Same in 2019, started 3rd, finished 8th. 2020 didn't race here, and now in 2021, he is out and will finish this race 24th overall. So, see Bourdais' name here. Wipe him off the monitor. He won't be racing any more times tonight. Cars still circulating out there at the moment. Nobody in a hurry to head down pit road. Award just... Now, the full course caution was delivered at 32 minutes past the hour. And 30 seconds later, Connor Daly, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Will Power, Felix Rosenquist, Marcus Ericsson, and Pato O'Ward all left the pit lane. They got incredibly lucky pitting onto the green. They can now go a lot longer than anybody else can, and they're going to get track position. That caution came out perfectly for them. Dixon leads as we're on lap 60. And the 28 of Ryan Hunter-Reay has been told to go ahead of the car 10 out there on the track at the moment. And the 12 behind the 29. So that's Will Power, who has to go behind James Hinchcliffe. Ryan Hunter-Reay has to go behind Alex Palou at the moment. They're trying to reorganise the track. I can hear the race director in my ears as well. Reordering going on. 152 laps to go. We're under caution. Cars coming into the pit lane. Scott Dixon and Alex Palou all coming in now. At the moment, they're all coming in. Harvey, Carlton Herter, Joseph Newgarden, Venus VK, Alexander Rossi, McLaughlin, Fittipaldi, Kanaan, Ed Jones, Rosenquist, all coming in. Right. Dixon in the pit stop then takes off the black tyres, goes on for another set of blacks. Out there, they're the primary tyres. Loads of cars diving in as well, all looking okay. Dixon gets in and Palou nearly makes contact with Rosenquist as well at the moment, coming out of pit road. Dixon's going to lead this race, leaving from Palou, Harvey, Herter, Newgarden, VK, Rossi, McLaughlin, Kanaan, all leaving the pit lane as well. It's all changing over. Herter's moved ahead of Harvey, over third place as well. Rossi's moved up a place, so is McLaughlin. VK's lost 2. Kanaan's up a place. Fittipaldi's dropped 1 as well, over the line. Good stops at the moment. Dixon leads the race. We're preparing to come to the green flag. We're on board with Joseph Newgarden at the current moment as well. Now, this is the driver that effectively caused the yellow because he nerfed into the back of Sebastian Bourdais. And now we get the message from race control that the pit lids are closed. So the pit is closed. They are desperately trying to reorganise this field. And it is just not working. Okay, replay. This is Alex Palou coming in and nearly making contact. I think that was with Marcus Ericsson actually looking at it from this angle. And as we're on board with the Entity Data car, we're all still running. That is Alex Palou. It's P2 at the moment. Colton Herter running P3. Warming his tyres as well. As we start with 146 laps to go. Caution came out nearly 10 minutes ago. They need to get this back underway ASAP. If that rain is coming down at around about half distance as well that we're predicting, they need to get to that 106 as soon as possible. And right now, they're at 146 laps to go. They need to get to 106, which is exactly half distance on both. We're on lap 66 now. Another 40 laps to go. Another 46 actually, thinking about it. Running around out there now. Cars not coming down pit road. Half the field is actually separated still at this moment. I'm looking as well. There's half the group on one side of the track, half at the other between turns 2 and 3. A lot of them coming out of 4 and 1 now. And they need to hurry up and get back together. Joseph Newgarden at the moment is under investigation for causing that yellow. If he does get a penalty, it'll probably be a drive-through. Or that is going to cost him a lot of time because you've got to go down to pit limit. Scott Dixon running around as well with the pace car. And we are waiting with 145 laps to go of the Genesis 300 here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We are waiting for this race to go green. Okay, here we go then, folks. The yellow is coming in. We are back to green at the IndyCar race, and already as well, cars moving left and right. Nearly cut the inside there as well, as Colton Herta tried to get back ahead of Jack Harvey. Harvey, for some reason, on my screen, is running ahead of Colton Herta. That shouldn't be the way round it is. But still, at the moment, cars 3 abreast, 4 abreast even, as they come out of turn 2, 2 abreast. Coming down, back down to turn 3 as well. That's Dixon under pressure. Not Dixon, sorry, that's VK. Kanan side by side further back. Right, 1 lap down already under this green conditions as well as we all run right round the track. McLaughlin looking to the inside, getting through on Tony Kanan. VK under pressure. He's dropped down to 8th. Jones is up there too. Everyone just holding back. Meantime, Rosenquist moves to the inside of Pietro Fittipaldi and goes through. Fittipaldi, who has replaced Romain Grosjean for the oval races. Grosjean not racing on ovals, and quite understandable as well why he isn't doing that. Rosenquist to P10 then already. 215 miles an hour at the moment going for Scott Dixon on that last lap. Alex Palou looking even better. Cars still side by side. It's now brought the pack together again. Everybody is pitted. Everyone on brand new tyres. At the moment, they're all on the primaries. No one going for the alternate on this hard, abrasive track. It should just be a 1-tyre run as well. As O'Ward tries to go wide, trying to go through as well in that Arrow McLaren Schmidt-Peterson. Everyone at the moment just holding back. Dixon leads the way on lap 75. And now O'Ward tries to go through, pulls it high, trying to get ahead of Will Power, backed out of it, coming into turn 3. Power holding the inside line. Power has got the power at the moment. At the moment, looking ahead, I think that was Ericsson on Fittipaldi. Yeah, Ericsson trying to go through on Fittipaldi side by side. And there is the number 3, Scott McLaughlin. He's dropped right back, actually. Where is McLaughlin? Meantime, as well, Joseph Newgarden, Joseph Newgarden has dropped back. James Hinchcliffe has gone down to 19th. He's served his penalty for avoidable contact out the track. Looking good so far. Lap 77 of 212, 136 to go. Pato O'Ward sets the fastest lap of the race on fast 216 miles an hour at the moment, so he's really fast out there. But McLaughlin going well. Lap 78 of the race then, and Dixon leads the way by under a second to Palou. Cars side by side already. 129 laps to go. There goes James Hinchcliffe. He's under pressure, trying to attack on Joseph Newgarden and Takuma Sato in their little battle. Scott Dixon leading the way at the moment from Alex Palou. Their time's getting very close. In fact, Dixon and Palou have completely checked out to Colton Herta. Herta's really holding the battle with Jack Harvey at the moment as well. They're all incredibly close together out on the circuit, bar the top 2. Amazing, amazing. How we haven't had another yellow, I don't know. Dixon, like he did back in June, the first weekend of June, 11 months ago, he just checked out and got it. We are in, of course, the month of May. This is the 1st of May over in the States. Here in the UK, we're on a different time zone, so it's now the 2nd of May for us. As already, there's a problem going on as well, as one of the McLarens is in trouble. Ed Carpenter I think going round the outside. Yep, Ed Carpenter passing one of the McLarens. Can't see who it is at the moment. Must be for a lapped car as well, because Pato O'Ward's down the order. Felix Rosenquist is up there. I'm looking actually where Rosenquist is on the monitor. He's P10 with O'Ward P13. So not sure what all that was about there at the moment on the track. Cars still side by side as they blast through turn 3. Ryan Hunter-Reay at the moment now. Under pressure. He's got... Yeah, there's a McLaren right in the way of the track there as well. I can't see who it is at the moment. Trying desperately to have a look on my monitor to see where they are at the moment. Well, let's take a look let's take a look on one monitor while trying to look at the other. Car still circulating. No one in the wall, which is thank goodness. And Simon Pagina at the moment. Okay, so Hinchcliffe, Kellett, Carpenter as well. Hunter-Reay circulating. Trying to find him on the monitor. Yeah, he's right in the battle as well with Pato O'Ward. So O'Ward's the one who sort of dropped back in that little battle. We're right now with Alexander Rossi in the number 27. Andretti Autosport coming out of turn 4, crossing the control line. 46 minutes of this race has been completed, and we have done 89 laps of this race. An impressive stat. Dixon leads from Pagino. Dixon leads from Palou, and they're checking out to Colton Herta at the moment. Got a replay on the track right now as well, as Rosenquist goes right round the outside as well. Rosenquist absolutely flying at the moment, and he's passed Venus VK. So Rosenquist passing VK at the moment. VK's dropped down to 12th place as a result of that. His aero got just chopped off on the front. Rosenquist really dropping down, taking over that spot. Beautiful move from Felix Rosenquist. The clouds are starting to come in as well. The lights have been circulated on, but the dark clouds coming in as well as the sun beginning to set here at Texas. It's lap 101 of this race. We're coming up on half distance. We are coming up to half distance of this Texas Grand Prix race, the Genesis 300. Lap 106 is coming up. Scott Dixon is the leader. Half distance is now called. 106 remaining. Lap 106 as well. We are now at the point that if the rain does come down, as it is forecast to do, the race past 50% can now be declared official, and they can just call off the race today. So 4 points can now be allocated for this event as well, which is great news for Dixon, who's going to go for his first win of the year. 3 for 3 it could be in 2021 as well. 3 different winners. Palou, Colton Herta, and Scott Dixon as well. We'll watch, but Dixon's being hounded by Alex Palou, has been all race as well. Gap 7/10 of a second at the moment, and sort of staying the same as we're 54 minutes in this race, just past half distance. Looking at the points as they run, it would give Scott Dixon the lead on 118 points, 9 points clear of Alex Palou, and Colton Herta running in third will be on 97 points, 21 back as well. So it's all looking good and confirmed at the moment. The rain's coming in as well. That's the problem. I can see it on the monitor. I'm sure they can see it as well back over in Texas. The rain's coming, and they've got to be careful. Rain predicted in the next 10 minutes, according to the weather forecast here on my phone, which if I can show it to you as well. Look at that. Look. Rain predicted in 10 minutes, so they've got to really hurry up out there. Ryan Hunter-Reay trying to pass Ed Carpenter out there as well behind. Pato O'Ward is really sort of getting involved in that one as well. And Pato O'Ward's coming in the pit lane now, so O'Ward is getting out of that little gap and is coming into the pit lane. But for Ryan Hunter-Reay and the whole of the Andretti Autosport, it was the only team to leave practice without a lot of answers. Hinchcliffe was P9, Rossi was 13th, Hunter-Reay 14th, and Colton Herta was down in P17 at the end of practice 1. A lot of drivers there having to get some more information. And Pato O'Ward down into the pit road. A lot of fuel going in. Primary tyres going on again. So new set. He said he has so much understeer as well, reporting on that track. So he's pitted under green after not that long, actually. We have 100 laps to go here at the Genesis 300. A lot of action coming up as well. Threat of rain in the air as Scott Dixon comes up now to lap Pato O'Ward, Reinhard Array and Dalton Kellett. 99 coming up then here. When is that rain going to come? Is it going to come? And Dixon leading the way at the moment. 99 to go. Simon Pagenaud down into pit road, as well as James Hinchcliffe, Joseph Newgarden and Venus VK all coming in as well. Great stop as well from Pagenaud and from Newgarden. So the two Team Penske cars getting out there immediately well. Newgarden is getting out ahead of Pagenaud, yes, on the board, and VK's dropped down as well. Now as well, they're coming under with green flag running. VK pits as well, looking incredibly close, but they're going to run in the risk of running onto green flag. A little bit cautious on the exit there. Great time, great run. Rosenquist coming down pit road now as well. They're all thinking the same thing. They're all thinking, if that rain comes down, we want to be on the right tyre at the right place as well and get a good run out of here. As Graham Rahal down pit road as well. And now Pato O'Ward stuck in traffic. I think it's Jack Harvey getting out of the way as well. Yeah, Harvey goes high side in P4. And this is Pato O'Ward trying to unlap himself at the moment because O'Ward's down in 18th place. Rosenquist and Rahal in the pit lane. Here is Rosenquist now. New tyres going on as well. Ericsson pits as well in that little battle. A lot of fuel going in. A lot of fuel going in on the front there of Rosenquist. A little twist of the front wing as well. Here comes now also, we see Graham Rahal for Rahal, Letterman, Langer Racing as well in. Little change to the front wing nose cone as well. And away he goes, lighting up those tyres, giving them up a bit of heat as well. 6-second stop. Ericsson pits as well for Chip Ganassi Racing. Here he is for the Husky Chocolate car at the moment, the Chip Ganassi Racing. Good stop, actually. Smooth stop. A little bit slow away. 7.1 seconds. Dixon goes through at the moment. Not pitting just yet. As three abreast further back as well. Pato O'Ward getting a bit of pressure as well. Hinchcliffe trying to go around the outside now of Pietro Fittipaldi. Now we also see Canard trying to go around the outside. Canard wants to go to pit road, and that nearly makes contact with Fittipaldi. Getting all out of the way now as well. And Canard pits. McLaughlin, Ed Jones and Fittipaldi go through, and now Canard comes down pit road, as does actually Scott McLaughlin. So McLaughlin pits as well. First green flag pit stop really of the race for everybody. A lot of brake dust already being kicked up there by Tony Kanaan. And that's all caused out here on the track as well by the amount of circulation. The brakes do get a lot hotter and hotter and hotter. We've lost timing up here in the commentary box at the moment. There you go. Got it back now. 90 laps to go. McLaughlin, Kanaan, Daly in. Here is McLaughlin pitting. A lot of fuel going in as well. Lot of fuel as well. 3, 2, 1, away. There's nice little blue LED lights that flash up with seconds for the mechanic to know when to pull that hose away. 3 dots, 2 dots, 1 dot, and then off comes the hose. And Jones into P12. Looking good as well. Harvey and Rossi coming into the pit lane now. So when's it going to be for Dixon and Palou coming in? Right now, Dixon leads by 7 seconds to Alex Palou. Palou's got hold big time at the moment. Has got side-by-side further back as well. Bidding a bit close. Rahal under pressure. Rahal is having a go out there. Lapping. It was not Marcus Ericsson. That's Colton Hurton, the 26th as well. Hurton's under pressure. Oh, Dixon pits. Rossi pits as well. So Dixon's in the pit lane, as is Rossi, as is Jack Harvey. They're all coming in now at the same time. Rossi changes tyres, has a good stop as well. A lot of fuel going in. Alex Palou takes the lead here of the Genesis 300. Nearly. Oh, and Rossi nearly makes contact. Rossi nearly hits the back of Scott Dixon coming in. Dixon gets a new aero screen tear off, and away No real changes to the aerodynamic run there for Dixon, but it's a good stop. 7.2 seconds, the fastest one of the scene as well. Herta coming in now as well. Alex Palou going round for another lap. So Palou now pulls a lap on Dixon. Ericsson does a fastest lap, a 23.661, but 219 miles an hour so far in this race. He's getting in the tow. Herta and Ed Jones in the pit lane then. Palou still going around for a couple. Here is Herta now changing tyres. Gets right on the dust. Will power pits as well with 85 to go. A lot of fuel going in. Had to get helped away there, Colton Herta. Wheel spinning. He's got the benefit as well. He is the last driver in the pit lane at the moment as well. Also, the Andretti Autosport right at the end of the pit lane as well. AJ Foot Enterprises right at the start as well on the pit assignments that they give us. Alex Palou, I think, is coming down pit road. He is. Here's Will Power at the moment, changing in the 5G car for Verizon. Looking good. There's Alex Palou, current race leader. Pietro Fittipaldi, on his first oval race, I think is going to take the lead here. And he is. Fittipaldi leads the race, but comes into the pit stop now a lap later. He's done a lap, come back in again. 1:29 now. And where's Dixon? Where's Dixon going to filter out as well? There's Palou leaving the pit lane now. Here's Scott Dixon coming out of turn one. Is Dixon going to take the lead? Yes, he is. Palou had to back out of it. So Dixon leads, and he's going to get an awful lot of time here compared to Alex Palou. And now Palou gets up to speed. He's got now. Dixon's got that lap back. It's very confusing as the graphics pay out. Fittipaldi does lead this race at the moment. Dixon now leads. According to this monitor, Dixon leads from Fittipaldi, from Palou, as they're all trying to just catch up. It's 83 laps to go. Everything trying to catch up at the same time. The lap monitors can't keep up. Pato Ward out there as well. Here is Scott Dixon trying to get through on Marcus Ericsson. Ericsson's down there at the moment in a position where I can't tell. P6. And yes, Fittipaldi is P2. Dixon leads from Fittipaldi. As Rosenquist P2 as well. They're all trying to organise the graphics. I don't even think the timing monitor can keep up at the moment with what's happening. Lap 132 has now started. 81 laps to go in this race. So confusing, but here we go. We've got the correct order. Dixon leads from Rosenquist, McLaughlin, Palou, O'Ward, Ericsson, Herta, Harvey, Rossi, Rahal top 10, Newgarden, VK, Sato, Kanan, Jones, Pagino, Fittipaldi, Power, Hinchcliffe, Kellett, Carpenter, Hunter Ray and Daly. The races remaining out there with Sebastian Bourdais in 24th place. What a couple of laps we've had here at the Genesis 300. And it's still going on as well. It's not over just yet. Dixon now has got 5.1 seconds to Felix Rosenquist. And McLaughlin setting a new personal best, 24.807 as well on the board, going faster. But Jack Harvey does a 23.937 as well, improving up the board. Scott Dixon then running in as well, right behind Marcus Ericsson. Now, he's ditched Ericsson. He's running behind the 29er James Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe's down in 19th place. Dixon does lead this race. And I think Dixon's going to get past him at some point because I think diving into pit road, not too sure. No, not diving into pit road is James Hinchcliffe at the moment. So they're all still sort of circulating quite calm. Lap 135 of 212 of the Genesis 300. Here's your track facts for the GMR, Texas Motor Speedway. 21 different winners in 32 races. It's the farthest back winner. Has started 17th on the grid. That was Justin Wilson, the late, great Justin Wilson, back in 2012. Fewest laps led by a race winner. That was just one single lap. Graham Rahal back in 2016. In 20 races, the margin of victory was less than 1 second. Is that going to be a factor here today as well? Right now, Scott Dixon has 3.4 seconds to Felix Rosenquist, and a out-of-sequence bad stop for Alex Palou, dropped him down to 4th place as well. 75 laps to go here at the moment. It's like 138 coming up across that line. Dixon seems happy at the moment, just circulating in the toe of the 29 car of James Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe in the Andretti Steinberg Autosport car. And just seems happy circulating out there. Who's to stop them? We've run caution-free since about half an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes, just checking. Yeah, about half an hour ago. So 30 minutes, green flag running, which is amazing at this track as well. We couldn't manage that the first time round. Rain on its way, 74 laps to go. Just clicked over 1 hour, 7 minutes in this race. 23 seconds a lap. You do the math. Won't be too long before we're out of here for race 1 of the Texas Motor Speedway races. Rounds 3 and 4 of the championship, a double header. Today is the Genesis 300. Tomorrow, back here once again for the XPEL 375. It's 248 laps tomorrow compared to today's 212. Dixon leads by 2 seconds at the moment. It's closing down. 2 side-by-side action in the moment on the track, and VK and Tony Kanaan almost making contact out there on the track as well. Almost came together. 60 laps to go as well, and now we see further back as well. Ed Jones trying to go around the outside of Ryan Hunter-Reay. Works out. Now we're seeing the cars becoming a bit of out of control. Ryan Hunter-Reay was squiggling out there as well. The tyres becoming the issue. Pagenaud passes Hunter-Reay now as well. It's all getting just a little bit too dangerous out there. I'm hearing over the radio in my ear as well. Nobody's liking the conditions at the moment. They're all squiggling as Pagenaud tries to go right round the outside of VK, not working out. Hunter-Reay falling back into the clutches, and VK's coming into the pits. VK coming down pit road now. He gets out of the way. Dark clouds are combing the circuit as well. Night also beginning to fall. We've got Pack Racing with Scott Dixon involved. That's brought Rosenquist right back up as well on this little battle. McLaughlin's involved too as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, they're all starting to come up in that battle. It's taken a couple of laps, but now they're all racing together at the moment. They're all just changing. Carpenter improves. He's up to 19th place now at the moment as well. Moved over a couple as well. Rosenquist under pressure from the back of McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to go through. Holds off. VK feeds back out into 20th place at the moment. And side-by-side action further back as well. Is that Ericsson? O'Ward. Ericsson looking to the inside of O'Ward. I think that's changed out a little bit of position as well at the moment. 57 laps to go, and it is so close at the front. 1.3 seconds at the moment is now Dixon holding up still lap after lap since we last left you. He's still right behind the 29 car of James Hinchcliffe. He's just using him sort of as a battering ram throughout the field. It's working, but it's costing a lot of time. Herter improving as well. Dixon, Rosenquist, McLaughlin, Palou, O'Ward. Adding to that, Ericsson, Herter, and Harvey. 8 cars all in contention to win this race. That's how close Pack Racing is. Hunter-Reay's in the middle of this as well. Hunter-Reay right at the back with VK and Daly. And they're all over the radio now saying, let's go. Let's get past Dixon. Let's go for it. Hunter-Reay's getting under pressure as well. I think Fittipaldi is getting involved. He's a back marker now. Fittipaldi down in 16th place. Now Scott Dixon looks under pressure. He's going to go for World Power to lap him. Dixon to lap Power is running down in P17. You see how quickly they come, thick and fast. So now we've got a caution. Yellow coming out side by side at the moment as right round the outside. Just before the caution was called. And that's why 29's hard into the wall. That is a big accident as well for James Hinchcliffe. Gets it back. And Hinchcliffe out of the race, broken on the right-hand side. Rear suspension off, front suspension off. And just the second caution of the night has come out. A little bit earlier came on our graphics and the TV pictures that we get from NBC because they want ad break. But that is why, back out in the wall, caution is out again and the pit lane is closed. And that's down as well at the same part. It's turn 2. It's turn 2 again. Big accident as well. He's okay, which is great news as well, but the car absolutely destroyed out there. Just lost it on entrance as well. We picked it up quite quickly. Replay. So coming around the outside. So he's got the McLaren. Pato O'Ward cuts him off on the aero coming into turn 2. And he gets on the high side, the upper middle part of the track, which is the NASCAR sort of strip that's put there, and loses it. Oh, we've got oil on the track. But brilliant. Now James Hinchcliffe, who had a nasty accident here a couple of years ago, he is out of the car okay, but now we've got stuff going down on the track as well. We could be under a lengthy caution here. Lap 162 of 212, 51 laps to go, and we're under caution once again here in Indy. Under caution, 50 laps to go then here in this 212 lap race at the Texas Motor Speedway for the Genesis 300. Already, unfortunately, under caution for a second time for a second incident down at turn 2 as well. As there's oil now being dropped on the track. And that is going to take an awful long time to clean up. Several cars now might take this opportunity to pit for the last 50 laps or so. Although, no point. May as well do it under green. But these guys never take a chance to stop under these type of conditions and just get out there. Dixon at the moment then. 162 laps in. Rosenquist, McLaughlin, Palou, O'Ward, top 5. Followed by Ericsson, Herter, Harvey, Rossi, Graham Rahal, the top 10. Joseph Newgarden's 11th. Then Takuma Sato, Tony Kanaan, Ed Jones, Simon Pagino, Pietro Fittipaldi, Will Power, Ed Carpenter, Dalton Kellett, Ryan Hunter-Ray, Venus VK, Connor Daly, James Hinchcliffe and Sebastian Bourdais. Hinchcliffe and Bourdais out of the race. Lights beginning around this circuit here to take into major effect. Teams getting ready to pit. So they are going to take that pit stop. 49 to go. Pits open in 2 laps. And they'll change tyres then. Everyone looks coming in as well. I'm hearing on the radio, if Dixon pits, Rosenquist pits. That's the deal out there. So, they're coming in this lap. Race control have said pits are open, and you're seeing it all now. They're all filing down pit road. Dixon in as well. Palou, who's staying out on the track? Carpenter, Kellett, Hunter-Ray, VK, Daly, Hinchcliffe and Bourdais all trying to get that lap back. Here we go then. Dixon files in pit lane. They're all in as well. Does he get a good stop? Yes. McLaughlin in 2. Rosenquist. Who's out first? No. McLaughlin's out first. Dixon is out second. Dixon gets off pit road, but McLaughlin takes second place away from the McLaren of Pato O'Ward. He gets 2 places up there as well. So Dixon, we got a crash on pit road. We've got Marcus Ericsson with no rear tyre. No rear right tyre has left the pit box, and the team will be very heavily fined for that one as well. Now, the fact that he's just been released without a rear tyre. The tyre, I think, is still there. Yeah, it was never actually connected, which is great news. That it was never connected to begin with, and it hasn't just flown off into the middle of the track. But the wheel never connected. Really bizarre. The team will get a penalty for that one. So Ericsson now will get down, and it's not going on. The wheel Oh, I think the wheel's bust. It's not going on. The nut isn't connecting on the wheel hub. And I think this might be Ericsson out of the race with a wheel rim failure. Oh, they've got it on. They've got it on. Great news. And away goes Ericsson. Luckily, he's not going to have too much time lost under that caution. But he's now right at the back of the field. VK might just get through as well. 47 laps to go. The rain at the moment is staying away. They're just cleaning up the exit of turn 2, where the crash zone was. And we've got sweepers coming onto the track as well. So this could be another lengthy caution. As they are removing the car now, the under tray being protected as well. And the Husky Chocolate team coloured cars as well. Or just of Chimp Ganassi Racing, or just looking and seeing what was going on with that wheel. Marcus Ericsson might be a bit worried about that one. He was left with 3 wheels on his wagon. He's got going now, though, which is great news. Lap 166 out of 212. We are under caution once again for only the second time today, however, that has been delivered. And no sign of the pace car coming in just yet. To go through the order now as everyone's pitted, it's Dixon, McLaughlin, O'Ward, Palou, Herta top 5, Harvey, Rossi, Newgarden, Rahal, Pagano top 10, Sato, Rosenquist, Kanan, Power, Fittipaldi, Jones, Carpenter, Kellett, Hunter Ray, Ericsson, VK, Daly. 22 cars left. Hinchcliffe and Bourdais out as the cars come round turn 1 and turn 2, with the other car of James Hinchcliffe now being retrieved, and I don't like the look of that. I hope they can all get through okay without accident, because that car, the car's violently dragging across the floor, and it's a bit scary. And they're now just getting it out of the way, and I think they will without any of the current race cars getting in the way of it. That's the last thing we need to see at the moment. And brilliant from the safety crew, the getting it out of the way before the pace car comes through with the field. Ericsson then drops right to the back. He's only got VK separating him at the moment. Cautions out here at Texas Motor Speedway for the Genesis 300. 45 laps to go. Sweepers still out on the track. No sign of a restart just yet, but we're in for a good end to this race, that's for sure. It's almost going to become a sprint for this fantastic race. Here we go then, folks. We are coming to the green flag. We will have 38 laps to go. The 2 New Zealanders of Scott Dixon and Scott McLaughlin right at the front. Green in the air. It's time for the sprint race to begin here at Texas Motor Speedway. Good restart as well already. Paolo O'Ward looking to the high side, trying to get through on Scott McLaughlin. Pagano in the middle with Graham Rahal as well, trying to go through. Joseph Newgarden getting involved in that one as well. Clean restart from everyone as they dive down. Bottom of the track as well, coming into turn 2 and 3 as well. On board with Joseph Newgarden now. He's looking behind Jack Harvey, all trying to get through. Newgarden's up to P7, already 1 lap down as well. Harvey's under pressure. Newgarden, Robin is racing as well. Robin is racing, bumping around, brilliantly round the outside. Newgarden goes up to P6. Harvey now down to 7th. Is he going to start falling back throughout the field? We've seen that happen before. Immediately, big, low side as well. Harvey having to really defend from Graham Rahal, who goes almost off the track, very down low on the run into turn 3 to get through. Great from Rahal. Harvey's now falling like a stone. Here comes Rossi and Sato coming into factor as well. Dixon holds off 0.4 of a second to McLaughlin at that restart. Clean restart from everyone, which is great news. Nobody at the moment is having trouble, but McLaughlin, new personal best of 24.067. 35 laps to go in this race. Dixon, McLaughlin, Harvey personal best. Harvey improving now finally, getting back up to speed after losing some of that aero on the last lap. Everyone just taking it so careful now. You put it in the wall now, you will pay for it later. On board, this is Graham Rahal. Oh, look at that, Kellett, Herta, all moving up. Here comes Graham Rahal. Winner back in 2016, only leading 1 lap that night. He's closing up behind Joseph Newgarden. Good, clean restart from everybody at the moment. 34 laps to go. No fuel worries for everyone. They've all stopped. No tyre worries. They're all good to the end. This really does become a sprint race as Rahal tries to go high side now. Coming through 1 and 2. And Rahal in the tri-oval section gets ahead. Fabulous little move there. Rahal really starting to fly throughout the field. He's up to P6 now. He goes after Colton Herta, who's 2 seconds away at the moment. Dixon leads by 7/10 to McLaughlin at the moment. Jack Harvey is under review at the moment for that aggressive block on Graham Rahal down the back straightaway towards turn 3, which at the moment was going to be reasonable. I can see why. We'll keep you updated on that. And we've had an update immediately. No action on the 60 of Jack Harvey. No action for the blocking. They both went down together towards the apron, over the line, and it was just racing. Just pure racing. Great news. Herta! Colton Herta's got a puncture! Colton Herta's got a puncture and he's coming down pit road. Will this trigger a caution? Now he's down on the apron, so this could be okay. But right rear is down for Colton Herta and he's into the pit lane now. And this is not great news at all. Is that going to trigger any caution? No sign of anything at the moment. So Rahal now goes P5 and that is out of the podium positions now for Colton Herta. Graham Rahal in P5, he might be the more likely winner of this race. Unbelievable. Herta now in with 21 laps to go. He's going to drop right to the back of the field. He will go a lap down. Brakes on fire. Oh my word, the brake disc has exploded. And now it's a big, big fire. And Colton Herta's car's on fire in the pit lane. They're putting on the extinguisher as well to get it out. It's all out now, but fire in the pit lane for Colton Herta. It looks like it's the drive shaft as well. I saw flames from the engine as well, flames on the brakes too. So that car is done. You can't continue. Colton Herta, the winner from last week at St. Petersburg, is out of the race. Immediately taking off that engine and taking off that wheel and getting to the brake disc. So Herta is out. The championship challenger, no points. Dixon is going to take the lead of this title by a big, big margin. Points as they run. Dixon will lead the championship by 17 points to Palou, 37 points to Will Power at the moment on 81. And Colton Herta drops to 9th on 70. Wow! 18 to go. 5 laps to go here at the Genesis 300 for New Zealand. It is a 1-2 at the moment with Scott Dixon leading the way to Scott McLaughlin. The two Scots right at the front of the field as well. And this is looking big. Scott Dixon, with 4 to go, on his way to win his 5th race here at Texas. He won in 2008. He won later on as well in 2015. He won 2018. He won 2020. Now he's on for 2021. This victory also for the champion would put him on 51 race victories, one off of AJ Foyt's record of 52. Could this be he's the reigning champion, for goodness sake, in IndyCar data. And now he is going for another title. Who can stop Scott Dixon? Can it be Scott McLaughlin? 0.2 of a second. Penultimate lap coming up, 2 to go here at Texas, and McLaughlin is going for a race win. He is closing more and more right now on Scott Dixon. He is not stopping. 2 to go, we're being told in our ears. It is getting close. It is getting personal between these two. Out on the track right now. White flag in the air. It's the last lap of the Genesis 300. Scott Dixon and Scott McLaughlin, the two New Zealanders, are 1 and 2. McLaughlin, on his very first oval, has done a masterclass to even finish. He's done an impressive job to take second place. He's gonna try for the win. It's not his day. It's Scott Dixon's day. For the 5th time, he takes the checkered flag and wins here at Texas. Back-to-back Genesis 300 wins. He won 11 months ago. He wins again today. McLaughlin is second. Award is third. Then we see Palou, Rahal, Newgarden, Harvey, Rossi, Sato, Pagano, Kanan, Jones, Rosenquist, Power, Fittipaldi, Hunter Ray, Carpenter, Dalton Kellett, Ericsson, VK, Daly, Herta, Hinchcliffe, and Bourdais. What a race! Checkered flag. Scott McLaughlin is second. Scott Dixon first. New Zealand rejoice. The first 1-2 for these two. What an absolute firework display here at Texas. The rain stayed away, and it's the old guard who takes the victory. Scott Dixon, 19 seasons in a row, he takes a new record. Scott Dixon, most IndyCar seasons with a win. AJ Foyt had 18, Mario Andretti 16, Castroneves 15, and Michael Andretti 15, Will Power 14. But Scott Dixon, 19 victories. 19 seasons with a victory. Loads of fireworks being destroyed out there too. But Scott Dixon, the winner of the 2021 Genesis 300. Can he repeat it tomorrow? That's the question. So, Scott McLaughlin and Scott Dixon. Dixon winning for the second year in a row, 2 Genesis 300s back-to-back, as well as also taking the championship lead as well after just 3 races. It's beginning to look like 2020 all over again. Scott McLaughlin in second place as well. The 2 Scots from New Zealand as well up there for the first time. A great reference there. So, we'll be back tomorrow on Saturday evening as well, just before the GMR Grand Prix kicks off, so you can catch all of the highlights from that race as well. Thanks for your company. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.